first, I knew Jim was, according to eHarmony, matched on all these dimensions, and he played hard to get. He says he wasn't, but he was. And finally responded and told me where to meet him at Sweeney's, and I was not familiar with St. Paul at all at the time. And so I finally found it, and he was sitting in the booth facing me. And I walked in the door and he knew it was me, and his face lit up and he smiled, and we sat down and the ice was broken immediately.
Barney, let's get our tuxedo on for a little bit. Just real quick, I know.
And then I got in the car and I called my mom and I told her, I think this is it. This is chemistry. This is what they mean by chemistry.
Katie and I, when we first met, we had this same love for this movie called The Thomas Crown Affair. And so her and I, she thought it'd be creative to take me on a date and get me in a glider. But I don't think there is any place in Minnesota where you can get gliders. So she thought of the next best thing was to take me up in a biplane. But the thing she didn't know is that I had such a terrible fear of flying.
And we went, and he didn't tell me his fear of flying, but he took it like a trooper, and he had no idea what we were doing.
And I see the airplane hangars, and I'm like, oh boy. So I'm going out, and I meet the guy, and I look at the plane, and it looks like, you know, the Red Baron plane, but it's blue, it's all polished up. The guy comes out with the goggles. I wasn't nervous then until I stepped on the wing.
Oh my gosh. Oh dear.
You look pretty stiffy too.
Handsome man. Your bouquet is wonderful. You look gorgeous, dude. Promise. This is it. This is it.
Are you excited?
I am. I love you enough to believe in our relationship, to stand by it through the worst of times, to have faith in our strength as couple in Christ, and to never give up on us. It's good stuff.
I have never felt love as powerful as when you jump and kiss and kiss and kiss me. You are my angel and my soulmate. God has put us together, and I give you my world, my heart, that the sun will always rise and set with you as my wife. I love you with all my heart, forever, Jimmy.
And I found out later how terrified he was of flying, and that he must have really felt a lot for me for him to get on the plane, and that went really well.
Katie's held my hand tight and pretty much swept me off my feet. We went up and we did this flight, and she is just giggling, and I'm holding her tight, and I'm like, this should be flipped, but it's not. And we landed, and I just realized, you know, I fell in love with her.